Hello there gorgeous gamers, and welcome back to Pure Play TV for another video review, and this time we're looking at Concept Destruction on Xbox Series S with the Series S optimizations, but it's also available on PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch and PC. Concept Destruction is easily the best $5 I've ever spent. In fact, I didn't even spend that $5. I earned it passively via Game Pass points and Microsoft rewards, so it didn't really cost me anything. I wouldn't have minded chipping in the entire $5 though, because Concept Destruction is more than worth it. But not by much. It's very much skirting the lines of what's acceptable for a $5, but the more I play it, the more I see its value. Before we carry on with this video, do us a favour and hit the like and subscribe buttons down below, and don't forget to give the bell a tickle so you're the first to know when we've got new stuff. Cheers my dears. Concept Destruction is so simple but so brilliant. It's Demolition Derby with cardboard cars, complete with mini motor belts and AAA batteries. It's silly and it won't be replacing Forza Horizon 4 as your go-to racing game anytime soon, but I found that there's some really good fun to be had with Concept Destruction, even if it's not quite taking advantage of the hardware that it's on. There are a few game modes, including local multiplayer, which me and the boy have had a good time in. He was squealing with joy when he smashed my car from the side, and then threw a tantrum when another car pummeled into his side, taking him out of the game. His emotions match my own, but I show them better because I'm 30 and he's 4. The game can be frustrating, and my first dive into a round was not the best first impression. I was taken out literally a second after the game started by one well-placed hit to the side by an AI driver. Thankfully I didn't rage, and I tried again and survived a little longer, and then I was hooked. The aim of the game is to survive until the end of the round. There are 50 players in total and a timer, and if you're one of the last 10 surviving paper motors, you'll be placed on the board depending on your points. You gain points by smashing into other cars, and you get more if you manage to take them out. The more points you have, the higher up the board you will place. At least that's how it is in the Championship mode that takes you through a series of events across a nice selection of Micro Machines inspired tabletop arenas, which I really liked too. The real fun is in smashing around and seeing how messed up your car can get before it finally conks out. Hitting other cars causes damage to them and to you, so employing some tactics isn't a bad idea, especially while you're driving one of the earlier cars in the game. You get more cars with better speed, weight and handling as you progress and collect coins. The physics is what makes Concept Destruction so funny to play. Watching your ride hobble along at 1 mile an hour because most of your wheels have gone bye-byes is hilarious, even more so when your vehicle is squashed and crumbled so much that it barely resembles a car. I love this, and so did Charlie, and it gave us a good laugh as we played. Outside of the Championship mode, which serves as a bare bones campaign, and I use the word campaign very loosely in this instance, there's also a survival mode and a one-off event mode where you can choose the car and the arena and then get to smashing. Survival mode is a bit less fun, mind you. In this mode it's you versus everybody else, so you'll have 49 AI cars gunning for you from the very start. Most of the time, these runs ended with me being smashed into a wall by every car, forming a mini car pyramid, a bit like the zombies in World War Z. Not fun, and I've left this game mode well alone. There's also a tourism mode where you're able to just free roam around the maps. It's very basic and there's not much meat to it, admittedly, but with local multiplayer being good silly fun, the game does have some staying power, so long as you've got a player 2 ready to rumble. Unfortunately, there are no online multiplayer modes, so local split screen is your only option. Concept Destruction feels very much like a concept itself, and I hope that the developer takes whatever lessons were learned from this debut outing and expand on it with a future game. There's obviously a lot of love that has gone into this game, so even though it's a very budget-friendly release, it still feels a lot more polished than some bigger, more expensive indie releases. Sure, it's got a bit of jank to it, but it's charming enough that I can overlook its shortcomings and spend hours smashing cardboard cars to pieces with my boy. It's cheaper than actual arts and crafts and a lot less messy. And that's the end of this review. I hope you enjoyed it, and I do hope you got something out of it too. I do really recommend giving this one a go if you've got a $5 to spare, or enough Game Pass reward points. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to show the love by hitting the like and subscribe buttons down below, as well as giving the bell icon a nudge so that you're notified whenever we have new stuff for you to watch. Also, go down to the info box for our social media links and websites, and be sure to give them a follow too. I've been Chris, you've been conceptually amazing, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye!